Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Gilligan's Island. I will be doing a Gilligan's Island Season 2 DVD giveaway. In this video, I will reveal all the details of how you can win it free of charge. Just make sure to watch the entire video and I'll let you know how to do it. Also, I have some mugs and t-shirts available on my website. Really cool merchandise, so go ahead and take a look. Links are in the description. Now, if you're a fan of Gilligan's Island, it is undeniable to forget the man Jim Backus. He played a significant role on the show as Mr. Howell, Thurston Howell III. And Jim asked Sherwood Schwartz, the creator of the show, that he wanted to be more involved in the show himself. He wanted to be more prominent. That's why he's credited as third out of all the 7 castaways. Of course, it was Gilligan's Island, and the show was billed as a Gilligan Skipper type show, but then of course Jim Backus was the top of the supporting cast. So it is interesting to note. Now, according to Russell Johnson, he does give insight into what happened behind the scenes on the show regarding Jim Backus. What was he like on the show? Was he serious? Was he calm? Was he very uptight? Was he jokey? Well, I'm gonna let you know in this video because, like I said, he's a pretty cool guy, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to hear how he really was. According to what Russell tells us, Jim's sense of humor was pretty raunchy at times, yet he was still able to walk the fine line and be a man's man or a gentleman on the other end. He was, of course, the voice of the famous cartoon character Mr. Magoo. He said, "The best of Mr. Magoo has to be censored." That's according to Jim Backus, which is really interesting to note that this is how he viewed the character. You may be surprised to learn that Jim was notorious for ad-libbing while filming on set. Whenever they would have pauses or they would shift the scenery and the props for a different scene, he would ad-lib and make everyone on the show laugh hysterically. Now, not all of it was lewd, but most of it was just plain hilarious. He would tack on a line to the script or mumble a wisecrack here and there, or he'd even let out a Mr. Magoo-like bark that would have everyone in hysterics. Sometimes it would even pause the filming of the show. He would come up with a quick line or a weird sound out of the blue, and it would just kill you, according to most of the cast. Now, some of that stuff had to be edited out, of course, because it wasn't allowed for a 1960s audience. But scraps of it were used and edited together and combined with the rest of the filming for an outtake reel that was shown at the wrap party. So this is something that the actors were able to see when the show wrapped up. Now, I know what all of you are thinking. According to Russell Johnson, no one really knows where one of these reels is at the moment. Now, going back to Jim, while he was on set, he was irascible at times and his feathers would get ruffled easily. Remember, he was fairly famous at this point when he was cast the role of Thurston Howell III, and he did have a bit of clout in terms of his credits. Most of them on the set could tell when they had to let him be on his own. He would wander off into a hut to cool off and be alone. But he rarely stayed in that mood. Most of the time, he actually would approach Natalie Schafer. Natalie Schafer, of course, played his wife, Lovey Howell, and interestingly enough, they had a really good friendship on set. Jim was married to his lovable wife, Henny Backus, and everyone respected each other's boundaries according to the people on the show. But Natalie would be a big confidant for him. She would tell him almost anything, any frustration, and she can kind of vent to her. They were very good friends off camera as well. Just like their characters, they went really well together both on and off camera. This is very different from the characters Fred and Ethel on I Love Lucy, who William Frawley and Vivian Vance, they detested each other. If you happen to know or want to know a little bit more about this, check out my videos in the I Love Lucy section. Most would liken Jim Backus and his type of style of comedy very much to Robin Williams, just a little less hyper. He was fairly outrageous, and he was one of those types who was very outgoing and funny most of the time. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at Jim Backus, the wonderful character actor on this show, and he brought just an awesome light to the show, a wonderful type of humor that was still entertaining to us to this very day. Now, I know a lot of you want to know about the giveaway. It is very simple how to win it. The first thing you need to do is hit that subscribe button. You must be subscribed in order to be participating in the giveaway to be a winner. You also need to like this video and leave a comment, whatever comment you'd like, and you have to do a fourth thing, and that is in the description. I will leave a link right at the top of the description, as I mentioned, that will take you to a document where you leave your first and last name, your YouTube name, as well as your mailing address. Not necessarily your home address, just your mailing address. And that's because it makes it so much easier for me to get in contact with you so that I can more easily be able to give you your gift when you win the giveaway. So I wish you all very good luck. Make sure to do all those things, and I will pick a random winner and ship off the new season 2 Gilligan's Island DVD so you can watch Jim Backus in all of his glory, as well as the other cast. Thank you so much, guys and gals, for watching. You are awesome and amazing. We'll see you next time, and don't forget, be hopeful. Very big shout out and a big thanks to executive producers Andy, David, and Joe for being amazing supporters of the channel, as well as all of my Patreon supporters. If you want to become a Patreon member and have exclusive content only seen on Patreon, don't forget to visit the page. Links are in the description. I also have coffee mugs and other cool merchandise for you to look at. Links in the description as well.